Yeah. Now, if you're looking around the room and wondering what you just heard, I know you don't know nothing about the 70s or the early 80s, or you probably hadn't come out your mama's womb yet.
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Music Mindset channel. I'm in the mood for a little fun tonight, so I'm gonna make quick work of this. Hey, I got 10 songs that came out in the 1970s or the early 80s. They were #1 hit songs, and I believe that a lot of you have forgotten about them or did not remember what the impact that it had on the music industry. And we're about to get into that. I don't think you remember these songs, or you probably never heard them, but we'll see. I know I had a little trouble at first until I had to jog my memory, but let's see what you can do. Now, if you do think your memory's sharp, let's see what you can do with these. This smooth little number right here, made by a guy who I think looks like Neil Diamond, quietly made the charts and just disappeared like it was never there. Let's go.
Baby, baby, rock me gently, rock me slowly.
That was Rock Me Gently by Andy Kim, released in 1974. This rock gem topped the charts for 2 weeks. Kim is a Canadian singer-songwriter and had previously written hits for others, but this was his solo breakthrough. The song's gentle melody and soothing vocals made it a staple on easy listening radio stations, though it faded from mainstream memory over time. Now this next one here sounds calm at first, but there's a warning in the lyrics if you're one of those ones out there creeping around. Can you guess it?
Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping.
Yeah, that was Sundown by Gordon Lightfoot, released in 1974. This folk rock track became Lightfoot's first and only U.S. #1 hit. The song is rumored to be about a relationship full of creeping around, with the narrator expressing suspicion and jealousy. Despite its mellow tone, the lyrics convey a sense of unease, making it a standout in Lightfoot's catalog. Now, this #1 hit made stormy nights feel like a party, and it's got a groove that sticks in your head. Yeah, that was I Love a Rainy Night by Eddie Rabbitt, released in 1981. This crossover hit blended country and pop elements, showing Rabbitt's versatility. The song's upbeat rhythm, catchy chorus made it a favorite on both country and pop charts. Interestingly, Rabbitt was inspired by his love for rainy nights and the mood they set, leading to this timeless classic. Okay, this was smooth, groovy, and perfect for dancing. A true forgotten classic. Let's see if you remember this one. Hey, that was Rock Your Baby by George McCrae, released in 1974. This disco hit topped the charts for weeks. Produced by Harry Wayne Casey of Casey and the Sunshine Band, the song's infectious rhythm and McCrae's soulful vocals made it a dance floor favorite. Here's a fun fact. McCrae was from South Florida. I actually know him and his brothers. They continue to perform in my area even today. That's some old school stuff. Now this one had everybody thinking they were Bruce Lee, but maybe just in their mind. Check it out.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
That was Kung Fu Fighting by Carl Douglas, released in 1974. Man, this novelty song capitalized on the martial art craze of the time. Everybody wanted to be Bruce Lee, know some kung fu and stuff like that, watching those movies. Despite its playful tone, the track became a global hit, reaching #1 in multiple countries. Douglas, a Jamaican-born artist, recorded the song in just 10 minutes, and its success took him by surprise. Now here's a story about a guy who thought he was untouchable. He thought he could do anything he wanted until the army showed him different.
And it's bad, Leroy Brown, the baddest man in the whole damn town.
Man, that was Bad Leroy Brown by Jim Croce. Released in 1973, this folk rock song tells of a brash, overconfident man who meets his match. Croce's storytelling prowess shines through, and the track became his first and only #1 hit. I'll let him tell you who Leroy Brown really was.
Now, Leroy was one of those guys that didn't know the meaning of no. You tell Leroy to do one thing, and Leroy would do another thing.
And tragically, Croce's career was cut short when he died in a plane crash later that year. I remember as a kid when I heard about it, I kind of cried. Now this song right here is like somebody writing a goodbye letter and at the same time talking about the weather, but they set it to a happy, sad melody. You might remember this one.
We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun.
Yep, that was Seasons in the Sun by Terry Jacks, released in 1974. This melancholic tune popped the charts for 3 weeks. Originally a French song, Jacks adapted the lyrics to tell a poignant farewell story. The song's bittersweet tone resonated with listeners, making it a memorable hit of the 1970s. Now, I remember when I heard this, I thought it was kind of emotional and sad. This one's a soft plea for love, sung by a TV star turned singer. Can you name this one?
Don't give up on us, baby. We're still.
Yeah, that was Don't Give Up on Us, Baby by David Soul. Released in 1977, this soft rock ballad became a worldwide hit, topping the charts in both the US and UK. Written by Tony McCauley, the song showcases Soul's smooth vocals and heartfelt delivery. Despite being primarily known for his role in Starsky and Hutch, Soul's musical debut resonated with audiences, earning him a spot in pop history. Here's a fun fact. The song's success led to Soul recording a new version in 2004 after hearing it unexpectedly in an elevator. Boy, need a little bit more money now. All right, this song warned the guy about running into trouble and being concerned with going over there. Let's find out what that's all about.
Don't be a hero, don't be a fool with your life.
Yeah, of course, that was Billy, Don't Be a Hero by Bo Donaldson and the Haywoods. Released in 1974, this anti-war song tells the story of a young man who is urged not to go off to war. The track became a #1 hit in the US. Though the band never achieved lasting fame, the song's poignant message and catchy melody made it a standout of the era. Okay, we're down to that last #1 hit, a song that stayed on the chart at #1, and I don't think you'll remember it. Maybe you will. Let's see. I know I do. This one sounded like someone was enjoying a nice 4th of July holiday. Or maybe it was a little bit more after all. Let's hear it.
Sky rockets in flight, afternoon delight.
Yeah, man, that was Afternoon Delight by the Starland Vocal Band. Released in 1976, this soft rock tune topped the charts for 1 week. Written by Bill Danoff, the song is actually about a midday making love session, if you know what I mean. Cheeky, playful, and a little risque for daytime radio. The catchy chorus and lighthearted tone made it a summertime favorite, earning the band a Grammy for Best Arrangement of Voices. Man, listen to these voices.
We can make a lot of loving for the sun gone down.
That classic 75 sticks with you. I remember as a kid hearing that song, I couldn't wait till we got to this part right here.
Afternoon delight.
Yep, it was.
Hey, Mr. Mindset, that was fun, man. You gotta do at least one more.
You think they want one more? All right, one more. All right, here's a bonus one for my real old school heads. This one's about a woman, a flower, and a situation where she might have been waiting a little too long for her man to show up. You know this one? Man, this is bringing back some memory. That was Delta Dawn by Helen Reddy. Released in 1973, this country pop crossover hit went all the way to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. The song actually started as a country tune written by Alex Harvey and Larry Collins, inspired by a real woman Harvey knew growing up in Texas. Tanya Tucker recorded it first, but Helen Reddy's version blew up nationally. In fact, that's the only reason I know it. It tells the story of a faded Southern belle wandering around town, still waiting for her dark-haired man to take her away. It's haunting, catchy, and purely 70s storytelling. All right, guys, I hope that was fun to you. We went over a lot of songs, 10 songs and a bonus one that were #1 on the charts. And I don't think most of you could remember them all. So in the comments, I'm expecting you to tell me how you did. There's 1 or 2 that I had to recall and refresh myself on. But for the most part, all of those songs I grew up with, man. 70s had that kind of music in the air. It was just a different time. We'll get more into that in another video about some 70s stuff. But this is about the 70s and the early 80s and songs that you probably remember or may have forgotten about. But they were all #1 hit, which means we should know them all because they were that big. But anyway, hope you had fun with that. And I'm going to see you next time on the Music Mindset channel where we'll do something like this or even better. But for now, I'll check you guys later.